Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss Anglo-French rivalry in the form of Carnatic War. Okay, in previous video we have discussed the advent of European. So let's start the video. First we will see why the war was taken place, and the reason was to gain the supremacy of trade on the Indian soil. This is the reason we will see in detail. Okay, so as we are going to discuss Carnatic War, so first of all we need to see the region where it is located. So Carnatic card, see this is the map of Carnatic. The Coromandel coast and hinterland. Coromandel coast and hinterland. Hinterland means अंदर का इलाका is known as Carnatic at that point of time. Okay, this is the area of Carnatic. This is Hyderabad, this is Carnatic, this area, and this is Mysore. So this is mainly Carnatic, right? So see Coromandel coast and its hinterland. Carnatic was the Suba or province of Mughal Deccan at that point of time, and it came under viceroyalty of Hyderabad. It means it was under Hyderabad, and we will see that how Nawab of Carnatic became autonomous over period of time, and how due to Maratha invasion Carnatic was, state of affairs deteriorated. We will see further. So this is the background of Carnatic, where it is, where was it, and what is the background. Now let's see first reason of Carnatic Wars and Anglo-French rivalry. Why the French and English rivalry started at first place, and what was the situation at that point of time? Authority of Mughal in India was declining. After the death of Aurangzeb in 1707, the later Mughals came, but they were not very able, except some few, right? Some Mughals. This and Hyderabad was uh, ruled by one able Nizam known as Asaf Jah, but he died in 1748. Also, the Maratha chiefs regularly invading Hyderabad and rest of the south for collecting chauth. So this was the reason that this political situation or internal situation in Carnatic and Hyderabad was not weak, and there was absence of a central authority in the country who could have stopped these two European power. The second thing is succession dispute in Carnatic. There was succession dispute. Succession dispute means who will be the next ruler after dying a king. So in Carnatic, after the death of Nizam of Hyderabad, which is Asaf Jah, and in the case of Carnatic, after the death of Anwaruddin, there emerged a war of succession, and this was an opportunity which was encashed by British and French both. We will see in upcoming slides in detail. So this is the main two basic reason of the situation at that point of time, which gave rise to the Anglo-French rivalry, and the Britishers and French both, encashed this opportunity in very fruitful manner. So let's start first Carnatic. As I told you, it was an extension of European war known as Austrian War of Succession. Austria is a place in Europe. So there was, in 1740, a war of succession emerged, and both the party, British and French, supported opposite camps. Opposite camps. So what happened? King Charles VI, Emperor of Holy Roman Empire, he died, and his daughter Maria Theresa claimed the rights in the throne. But the both camps were not settling in on her claim. So eventually this war was going on. Fine. And two countries were fighting each other. One side Saxonia was there, supported by British, and on other side Bavaria was there, supported by French. So as these two countries was having their colonies in other part of the world, including India and North America, so they started their fight in these colonies also. So let's see what was taking place in India. So in India, what happened that French attacked English position in Madras, and also to provoke. But before that, British started attacking ships of English placed in Arabian Sea, and in retaliation, French attacked the English position in Madras. British surrendered Madras and appealed to Nawab of Carnatic for help. First, and this caused the initiation of First Carnatic War, where Nawab sent a force against the French, but the French defeated Nawab's army very badly. However, so this is very simple, that what happened. Nawab army of British East India Company attacked French. British attacked French. Okay, French captured Madras. Britishers went to Nawab of Carnatic. Nawab attacked Madras, but was defeated. So this is the battleground of, this is the real scenario of First Carnatic War. But what happened next? Who won? Nobody won. Nobody won. Why? Because, as I told you initially, the war was taking place in Europe, and it was the repercussion of that war. And in Europe, also nobody was winning, and it was costing them a lot of money. So both parties, British and French, decided to discuss this on the table, and they finally in 1748 they signed a treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle, okay, where it was decided that English possession in India were returned and French got back their North American possession, right? So English possession in India, what was that? Madras. Madras was returned to English, and British possession was French possession of North America returned to French. So finally the war ended, but the hostility did not. So we will see that how this hostility gave rise to second Carnatic War. So this is the detail also. If you want to, I told you the story in brief, but if you want to know the exact details, so here is the detail. English Navy, who attacked English Navy under Commodore Curtis Bennett. Okay, he seized some French ships to provoke France, right? France retaliated by seizing Madras in 1746, and how? With the help of fleet from Mauritius, and the fleet was led by Admiral La Bourdonnais. He was the French governor of Mauritius, and at that point of time in India, Francois Joseph Dupleix was the French governor of Pondicherry, right? So these two got together and they defeated French English Navy. They captured Madras and fought with English Navy. As Madras was an important English trading center ruled by Nawab of Carnatic, he became angry, and also British sought help from Anwaruddin. So he sent his army under his son Mahfuz Khan, right? Under his son Mahfuz Khan at Saint Thome on the back of river Adyar. But French army defeated Mahfuz Khan very badly, and he died also. What was British response then after that? In 1748, British fleet arrived under Admiral Boscawen and attempted siege of Pondicherry, right? As French has seized Madras, British thought to seize the Pondicherry because it was French settlement. And same time, the land force of the company was led by Major Stringer Lawrence. It also came. Navy and land force of British East India also came, but Major Stringer Lawrence was captured by French cavalry patrol, okay, near Pondicherry, and kept prisoner till the peace treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle. So see, you can see nobody was winning, right? So finally, after the treaty, it was decided that Madras was restored to English, some territories, that is Louisbourg in North America, to French, right? So this is the First Carnatic War, and the treaty was signed in October 1748. So I think everything is clear till now. Let's move on to the Second Carnatic War. Second Carnatic War took place from 1749 to 1754, and it was developed on Indian soil due to Indian circumstances, as the First Carnatic War was based on Europe, but due to that Austrian War of Succession, it took place in India. But it is not the case in the case of Second Carnatic War. It totally emerged in India itself. Dupleix, who is the Dupleix? Dupleix is the, French governor of Pondicherry in India. ठीक, so we will see what are these points in next slide. So here, so in Second Carnatic War, in Second Carnatic War, two province or two Suba, Hyderabad and Carnatic, are fighting. Okay, so before discussing Second Carnatic War, we should know brief about Hyderabad and about Carnatic. See that what was the situation in Hyderabad and in Carnatic, right? So let's discuss. First, discuss about Hyderabad. Hyderabad, what is the situation in Hyderabad? Hyderabad was founded by Chin Kilish Khan, also known as Nizamul Mulk Asaf Jah I. Who was Chin Kilish Khan? He was the noble in Mughal court. Okay, in Mughal court, and after the death, and Nizam was the leader of Turani faction. Turani faction means from related to Turks. He also got the Sayyid brother assassinated in 1720. Who is Sayyid brother? We will see in Decline of Mughal empires that how these two brothers became a kingmaker after the death of Aurangzeb. Okay, so this is the scene of Hyderabad, that it was founded by Chin Kilish Khan in 1724. He helped in assassination of Sayyid brothers in 1722. At that point of time, Muhammad Shah Rangila was the Mughal emperor, and he appointed Nizam as his wazir. Wazir means prime minister from 1722 to 2024. But he was frustrated by the policy of Muhammad Shah Rangila, and he he came to Hyderabad and established himself in Hyderabad. So in 1723 to 1724, when he came to Hyderabad, at that point of time, the governor of the Deccan was Mubaris Khan. Nizam defeated Mubaris Khan and took over as the governor of Deccan, and he consolidated his power around Hyderabad. Right? He permanently settled in Hyderabad. So this is the story of Hyderabad. And after the death of this Asaf Jah or Chin Kilish Khan, there was war of succession. We will see who were fighting whom. Okay, his son and his grandson. We will see in next slide. Now next, see in Carnatic. What was the situation in Carnatic? Same way as Asaf Jah, there was a noble of Mughal emperor known as Sadatullah Khan. He himself declared the Nawab of Carnatic in 1710. Sadatullah Khan became Nawab of Carnatic in 1710. He ruled from 1710 to 1732. After his death, Dost Ali Khan became the Nawab. Who was Dost Ali Khan? He was not the real son of Sadatullah Khan, but he was the nephew of Sadatullah Khan. Okay, Sadatullah Khan was having his son. He ruled from 1732 to 1740, and after he died, he made Safdar Ali Khan as the Nawab. Right, Safdar Ali Khan became the Nawab, but Dost Ali Khan was also having his son-in-law Chanda Sahib, who was also very ambitious and wanted to become Nawab of Carnatic. So we will see the role of Chanda Sahib very soon, that what happened, how he intrigued to become Nawab. Right, then to 40 to 1742, two more Nawab came, but they died very soon. And finally in 1742, Sadatullah Khan second became the Nawab, but he was very young, so he was appointed one regent, and the regent was Anwaruddin, which who finally became Nawab in 1744. So at that point of time, okay, when the first Carnatic War happened, Anwaruddin was the Nawab of Carnatic, and also in second Carnatic War, we will see what happened to him. So this is the story of Hyderabad and Carnatic. Now see what is going on in Carnatic and Hyderabad. This is the premise of war. Okay, the background of the war. So here Chanda Sahib in Hyderabad, Asaf Jah died in 1748. So after his death, two successor came. One was Nasir Jang, who was the son of Nizam, and Muzaffar Jang, who was the grandson of Nizam. Muzaffar Jang became the Nawab, right? He was the grandson of Nizam, Asaf Jang. So this is the story of Hyderabad. What happened in Carnatic? Carnatic, I told you the story till 1744. Anwaruddin became the Nawab, but Chanda Sahib was also trying to become Nawab, because Anwaruddin was not related to their family. He was the regent, right? So and Chanda Sahib was also aspiring to become Nawab. This gave the opportunity to French and British both. They and basically Dupleix was a very able general of the French East India Company. He saw that he, with his superior army, he can offer help to Carnatic and Hyderabad to fight this war of succession. So they formed a team, right? Team A. How they formed team? They French promised both the Carnatic and Hyderabad. They sided one member from both the region. So in French, in Carnatic, they supported Chanda Sahib, okay, and in Hyderabad they supported Muzaffar Jang. And there was another team, Team B, we can say it. Team B, Team A, and Team B is term given by me only. So who is Team B? In Carnatic, two people are there, Chanda Sahib and Anwaruddin. Right? Chanda Sahib sided with French. Then who left? Anwaruddin left. Anwaruddin was already defeated by French in First Carnatic War when he tried to recapture Madras from the French. So why would he go to French? He wants to take revenge from French. That's why he took shelter with British. And Muzaffar Jang came with French. So who left? Nasir Jang came with British, right? So this is the scene of the war. Two parties, French and Britishers, both supporting one member from Carnatic and one member for Hyderabad. So basically what they were trying, French and British, they were trying to put their weight in both the region to establish the puppet Nawab in both the region, right? So let's see what is happening again. So in 1749, team has been formed. Now what Dupleix sealed treaty, secret deal with Chanda Sahib and Muzaffar Jang. These three, French means Dupleix, Chanda Sahib plus Muzaffar Jang. They attacked Anwaruddin. They three attacked Anwaruddin and killed him. Okay, and his son Muhammad Ali fled to Tiruchirappalli. See, ठीक है, Muhammad Ali fled to Tiruchirappalli. So finally, the French got upper hand, and in Hyderabad, Nasir Jang was killed. So for this victory, French got substantial territorial concession in the form of Northern Sarkar as a Jagir. Machilipatnam and village around Pondicherry were handed over to them. Right? French को इतना कुछ मिल गया. Also, Dupleix was given huge sum as a reward. Also, to control the affair of Hyderabad, Dupleix appointed his best officer Bussi at Hyderabad with a French army, thus ensuring continued French influence in his court. Right? So this is the story so far. So French got upper hand after Battle of Ambur in 1749. This baffled British. right? The expansion of French in the south alarmed British became very angry, very frustrated, very restless at that point of time. The only option they had themselves was Muhammad Ali, right? French are still having their their support or their representative, you can say, in the form of Indian ruler in Hyderabad and in Carnatic. But who left? Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, who is the Muhammad Ali? Son of Anwaruddin, right? So he fled to Tiruchirappalli. British supported Muhammad Ali and they attacked capital of Carnatic, which is Arcot. Arcot. Chanda Sahib was captured and killed, and Muhammad Ali was placed on the throne of Carnatic. In 1754, treaty between English and French was signed. In this treaty, it was decided that French agreed to English demand, and French said that we want Dupleix to come back from India. They want Dupleix to be recalled from India. In return, they were allowed to retain control of Carnatic for Northern Sarkar and controlling influence over Hyderabad court. So treaty signed here. In this battle of Arcot, British defeated French very badly. Because of that only, they were putting a lot of demand over French. The French power in the south was far from over. So this is the end of Second Carnatic War. Now we will discuss Third Carnatic War, which is the result of the 7-year war which was going on in Europe in 1756. The outbreak of 7-year war between English and French in Europe provided the context for the third and final decisive round of Anglo-French conflict in India. So what happened? The Third Carnatic War started in 1758 and ended in 1763. So you can see by 1758 Britishers became very powerful because in 1757 they have won Battle of Plassey. Battle of Plassey was won by them, right? And they got huge wealth in area of Bengal. Also, not only wealth, their confidence became very high, right? So French lost their position successively. First in Chandarnagar. In Third Carnatic War, what happened? Chandarnagar is the area in Bengal where French was having their settlement. How they got their settlement? After they helped Carnatic and Hyderabad Nawab in winning the war of succession, they rewarded French Chandarnagar, okay, in Bengal. But the Robert Clive, who was the general or from British side, he captured Chandarnagar in 1757, right? And Bussy in 22nd Jan 1760, the Battle of Bandy Wash took place where French, led by Count de Lally, were decisively defeated by Sir Eyre Coote, British General Eyre Coote, and Pondicherry was seized. So both the territory of French, Chandarnagar and Pondicherry, was seized by British in Battle of Bandy Wash, and finally this was followed by the capture of Mahe Port along Malabar coast. After this, the French were left without a toehold in India. French vanished from Indian Sea, and in 1763, Treaty of Paris was signed. So where in Paris, after the ending of 7-year war, here in this treaty, French got back all the territories in India. All the territories in India. See, I told you in first battle of First Carnatic War, neither French nor British won. Okay, that's why the treaty was, both the parties, both the French and Britishers were allowed to keep their territories, both in Northern Africa and in India. Second Carnatic War, French were defeated. So French went below. The score is, in First Carnatic War, score is 1-1. In Second Carnatic War, this is French. Let me put in this way. French, British. First Carnatic War, score is 1-1 each. Nobody's 1-1 or 0-0, you can say. 0-0, है ना, स्कोर इज 0-0. In second, British French 0, British 1, right? And in third, again French 0 and British 2. So British got upper hand. Of Paris was dictating term for French. French got back all the territories in India and Pondicherry and Chandarnagar prior to 1749. But the provision was that they could not fortify Chandarnagar. Also, it was decided that they will be only trading company, and the power of balance of power was decisively shifted in favor of English with the expansion of East India Company. So, with the Battle of Vandy Wash, it was decided that now the only European power which will rule in India at that point of time will be British East India Company, nothing else, right? And let us see what were the consequences of Anglo-French War in Indian history. I am discussing these 4 points, but there are many points also. French started winding up their operation by 1769 in India, right? Because of this Anglo-French War. Second, Hyderabad became completely dependent on British, right? And third, arrival of crown troops in significant numbers. What is the crown troops? As these British and French were fighting in India, so to help British, the troops from England were sent to help British, and this British troops, played an important role in capturing other provinces, other subas of India, which we will see later. And also, a valuable lesson learned by English that they can take advantage of mutual conflict of Indian ruler, which finally gave rise to divide and rule. And my dear friends, I would like to add one more important point. This thing was mainly, tried and first time tried by Dupleix. But who got mastered? Britishers became master of this policy, divide and rule. So these are the consequences of Anglo-French wars, Carnatic wars. And thank you for watching videos. Please subscribe my channel. I will come up with further videos and we will try to cover modern history completely in this channel. Thank you very much.